All right. Okay, but good times, good times. All right, so welcome. So several different announcements. First of all, did you guys not love these focus folders? If you were not here last week, you have got to grab one of these. This will change your life. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but I'm gonna have Brianna. I've been wanting to make one of these for a long time, and I'm not that girl, so Brianna is that girl. By the way, she's sick tonight, so that's why she's not here. But no, it's great. It's everything we do all in one place. Everything we do all in one place. All your faces, your career chats, all the promotions, all the Pink Power Days, everything we do, your goal for the beginning of the month, everything is all right here. So, anyway, see that. Okay. Guys, I'm going to lose my voice, and so I love you, but no outside conversation because I will lose my voice. I'm on the verge, you know how you feel it. All right, so you guys know the starter kit promo this month, right? Are you using it? Nope, I didn't see very many heads nodding over there. Nope. Okay, one person's using it.
I thought it was only till the 5th.
No, it's all I was only offering set lists until then. But the entire month of October, you guys, Mary Kay is offering those two free masks. You can ask any questions up here. You can ask them up here. 2 free masks in the starter kit. So it's an extra $46 of product in the starter kit. You guys, this is the month to do it, and they're doing it because the holiday season is coming up and they want people to be able to make extra money for the holidays, and so this is the month to do it, you guys. This is huge. So it's all month long. Don't let this month go by without gold medaling, at least getting 3 new people this month. This is the month to share, but if you're excited about it, then they'll get excited about it. Got it? Our goal is to have 50 new consultants this month, 50. We have 10 right now. And when we are, which is awesome, we're about a fifth of the way there. When we hit 50 new, I'm going to do a $500 cash drawing with 5 different people, and each of you that have a new team member will get introduced to that drawing. So we're offering medals. We're offering prizes for medals. When you have 3 new agreements, personally, and this is for all of our units, we have 3 new agreements, just strictly agreements. You get a gorgeous piece of jewelry that goes with your red jacket. When you have 5 new consultants this month, you get. Did you guys see Brianna's cute, her pink coffee mug or that tumbler? When you have 5 or more, just not active, just literally agreements this month. Just agreements. People taking advantage of the starter kit deal. Okay. Yeah. So let's share them. And then backtracking that, the other really cool thing the company's offering is our cute bracelets, right? Have you wearing their bracelets so far? I know I have, and she has. This month's bracelet is the Courage bracelet. And we are the courageous area, so I want us to have lots of Courage bracelet winners. And so for those of you that are new, you earn a bracelet when you order 600 wholesale or more in the month. And when you order that in the month, and they're doing it every month for this whole year because they really want to celebrate consistency. And we want to celebrate consistency because when you're actively doing faces and selling this product, that 600 wholesale should come from your proceeds from your sales, right? I'm not saying to fork it out of your pocket every month. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying every month I want you selling so that you're ordering the 600. Does that make sense? So 30 Courage bracelet winners. Let's do it. I think we have like 5, so we got a ways to go. And backtracking that, the activity that I want you focused on, and it's on here and it's been on the JPEGs or whatever, that I want you doing faces and then sharing the business opportunity with people. When you do 15 faces and when you do 30 faces this month, you get prizes. And when you do 10 career chats or 20 career chats, you get prizes. So basically it says 10 career chats or 15 faces, you get a Starbucks gift card. 20 career chats or 30 faces, you get dinner for 2 at the restaurant of your choice. Okay? 20 career chats or 30 faces. So either or. The goal, if you do both, when you do both, you get the gift card and then lunch with your director. So, your director's sick. Yes, your director's not here tonight. Anyways, so the backtrack all that to say, I want you guys doing faces. When you're doing faces and you're sharing this business opportunity, that's where everything starts. Okay? questions, comments? Got it? Your brains, everything that's related to the focus folder. It's all right there. Great. And let's see what else. Oh, these cool bracelets. You know you want one. You get one when you go on charter for your car this month. One of these gorgeous bracelets. Each month that you on charter for your car this year, we're gonna have the whole envelope stacking up. Thank you. How do you go on charter for your car? Tell me. 5 active and 5,000 also. I need them to see it too. Yes, not just you, your team. When you have 5 active consultants and the sales between you and the wholesalers between you and your team is 5,000 in 1 month. And when you have 5 new people coming in, which you all could with the new promo, the average, I mean, some are going to order more, some are going to order less, is 1,000 wholesale. And so you can go on charter for your car, getting 5 new team members. Yeah, seriously, start sharing, people, start sharing. So use these promotions to help you by saying, hey, I have a goal to share with 20 people. I'm earning, a dinner for my family. For my husband and I need to share with 20 people. Would you be willing to just listen? And have them just listen, and they will. Got it? That's simple. Okay. Yeah.
What is this and how do you get it?
Ooh, that is a great question. Actually, what that is really cool. This is, I have not talked about this much. It's the necklace. Yeah. So what that is that's actually from Mary Kay, the company. I'm not offering that. Mary Kay's offering that to, in the month of October, whatever consultant has the most agreements in our unit. So someone in our unit will earn that necklace.
Is it by unit?
It's by unit. So in your unit, it'll be, and then Stephanie in your unit, it'll be whoever has the same with Saber in your unit, and Caitlin in your unit. You guys are all different units. That whatever person in the unit has the highest number of agreements, just agreements, it's literally just agreements, not active people, gets whatever the prize is that month. So this month it's a necklace.
So they're not comparing units?
Nope. It literally is each unit, whoever has the most agreements. So that's huge. They've never done this before. So each month in the month each month this year, they're offering some prize each month for the person that has the most agreements in the month. And then the thing below it, this watch is gorgeous too. All of the Courage bracelet winners will be entered into drawing for these Diamond Michelle watch. I don't know how to say it. Michelle watch and Michelle and $100 American Express cards. Winners can be chosen from. I know
You have to get
something
it.
fancy.
Spell this one out.
Yeah, so it's for you. You gotta earn it. So basically, each month they're doing fun little stuff like that from the company is doing those drawings that anyone that's a bracelet winner gets entered to win that. Great question. Yeah. All right. Lots of ways to win this month, right? And then there's something that Brianna didn't get to put on there before she made it, and that is I'm starting a consistency challenge this month where anyone that orders basically 3 months in a row, you order 225, 400, 600, 1,000. You at those levels, you do it 3 months in a row, you get a prize each month, but then also at the end get a prize. You can look at the JPEG online, but basically at each level, you order 225 in October, November, December, you get a prize, plus a prize each month. Order 400, October, November, December, you get the prize, and then a training CD, and then a bigger prize at the end when you do all 3. Because I want you guys building consistency. And then 600 and 1,000, because I want you consistently working. This business works when you work it, but when we're not working consistently, then we don't get it. Right now we're not ordering and making money consistently, right? Just like everything else. Okay. And then I do have a couple announcements, though, that, okay, those are all the things going on. A couple announcements about all the cool things going on. You're going to want to write this down because, and I'll probably post something on the on the Facebook page about it. But first of all, there's tax night. I mentioned this last week. That tax night is, oh shoot, I didn't write down. It's Thursday. It's the first Thursday in November. And it's the first Thursday in November, and it's going to be here. Invite your men. We are giving away a Lowe's gift card. If you have questions about taxes, come. There will be food. It is $5, and that's to pay for food. Because you gotta. Tiernan Associates, yeah. They're from Ohio, and they have done my taxes for years, and they do everything online. Like you literally fill out all the paper stuff online. But those of you that have questions about taxes, come, bring your man. And there's going to be, I think, it's like a son of a national that's going to be there. So if your husband has questions, or maybe your husband's like teeter-tottering on whether you're supportive or not of your business, bring him. Because when they hear the tax deductions, that's huge. And men like to talk to other men.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they understand money. And so they understand tax deductions. Yeah. So come to that. And then this is brand new. We're going to be doing an open house studio-wide in November. I'll be posting the dates, but we're going to be doing it studio-wide. An open house is something that is a lot of work to do yourself. And as I'm looking around the room, I would not recommend to any of you that you do an open house. No, unless you have at least 200 customers, it's okay to do an open house. Otherwise, open houses are a lot of work for a minimal return on investment. You can get a way better result doing a skincare class. But what I'm telling you is that the studio directors are going to set up an open house where people can come in and do their the holiday Christmas shopping. Yeah. Here, all the directors and those of you that want to help are going to set it up. And so you guys can utilize that for your customers. We're waiting for a JPEG, but I think it's like around the 11th to the 13th-ish, and I'm just November. It's in November. But I just want to tell you now, don't create an open house. It's a ton of work. It's not very profitable for the amount, unless you have a huge customer base, okay? Because you guys, a lot of you are watching the holiday hangout stuff and hearing stuff, and you'll hear about open houses. I'm telling you, don't plan one. It's a lot of work, seriously. But we're going to do it together to make it so much easier for you. Are you excited about that? That's
Yes.
a really, really good thing, because most of those of us who are not super crafty. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. Then we have 3 other things going on this month, which I'm excited about. The next 3 Mondays, we have some cool stuff in place. First of all, Haley's mom is coming. We'll have a guest speaker. Diane Lundgren is a $1 Million Director. She was she number 2 or 3? I forget in Ruby. 2. She was number 2 in Ruby, and I love her mom. We actually just talked yesterday on the phone. It was really cool. She's an amazing, amazing woman with such a big heart and a great story. And she's going to be here on the 23rd. So she's going to be at our meeting. And then the other 2 Monday nights, we're going to do something really fun. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this later in training. But we're going to do a party with a purpose on next Monday and the last Monday of the month, which means you guys can choose what you want to do, but a portion of our sales are going to go towards the Mary Kay Charitable Ash Foundation. And if you guys don't know what the Mary Kay Charitable Ash Foundation is, they are an organization that donates millions and millions of dollars a year towards eradicating domestic violence and finding a cure for breast cancer. And so, last week we talked about there's lots of things you can do in October to really maximize breast cancer awareness and domestic violence awareness month, that the Mary Kay Charitable Ash is the perfect source for that. So basically a portion of the sales next Monday night and then the last Monday of the month are going to go towards the Mary Kay Charitable Ash Foundation. So we have a cool little flyer that I'll go through. Well, I'll pass it around actually. No, I think I printed one. Aww. Here it is. And I'll post it on our Facebook page. But basically it looks like this: Party with a Purpose. You're invited to a Party with a Purpose. October is National Breast Cancer Awareness, blah, blah, blah. Please join us for the special event where a portion of the sales will be donated to support cancer research and domestic violence. It gives all the info. And then it says a little bit about the Mary Kay Foundation over here. And even says, bring 2 friends or family members over 21 who are non-Mary Kay users and receive a gift. So,
Will that be a JPEG that we can share?
yes. Yes, that's why I printed off, but also know that, don't worry, I'm going to post it later. But I wanted to explain it first, and I'm going to talk tonight about how to invite people, okay? But you guys, and even those of you not watching or not online, or not here or watching online, you could do that wherever. Like you could choose this month that a portion of all of the sales you make this month, you're going to donate towards to the Mary Kay Charitable Ash Foundation. Or if you have a different one that you like, that's fine. But what I like about our foundation, I forget what it is, but something like 80 to 90% of it actually goes to, is that 97% or something goes to the organization. Like it's super high, which most charitable organizations, it's like less than half. Yeah. And I know it's over 90, so there you go. Caitlin knows. Yeah, I know it's super duper duper high. And so really like it was just something that was near and dear to Mary Kay's heart. She wasn't trying to make money off of it. It's just covering the overhead. So pretty awesome. In fact, they've donated multiple grants and stuff to like the Teslas here in town. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So does that make sense? Are you guys excited about that? And then you can choose, like you each get to choose what you want to do. You may want to say a portion of your sales, or you may want to say for each face. Some girls are saying for each face I see this month, I'm going to donate $1 a face. So then it encourages them to book with you this month. That is the big kicker of all this, you guys, is you want them to book with you this month. But if you have a cause, women tend to be more about helping other women than they will themselves, right? And they may have, like seriously, in the month of October, you can a lot of times get together with women who have said no for years even. But when you tell them it's for a good cause, they're all about it, right? And then have them bring a friend, have a great hostess plan, and you can really maximize this to help you with your business this month. Does that make sense? You guys gonna use it? Okay, because if you get excited about it, they'll get excited about it. So choose, I would do either or. I would either do maybe $1 per face and then set a goal for the number of faces you want to see this month, or choose to do a percentage of the sales, whatever you choose. I would pick one or the other. All right, any questions about it? And then you kind of each are going to do it on your own thing. Like we're not going to collect pool money together. It's just you each do it.
And we can do that through
Yeah. Yep, you can go on In Touch. You can print off like flyers about the Mary Kay Charitable Ash Foundation and stuff on In Touch. Yeah, great. Okay, and then I think that's all the announcements I want to go over. Anything else you can think of, Leah? I think that's it. Okay, well, what I wanted to talk about is how to really maximize and have a killer, really quickly, I want to know how to maximize these events, because I really want you guys utilizing these events to get people here, because people will come for a cause, right? They'll come. So next Monday, I expect us to have like a packed house. And I'm going to send you all these scripts as far as what to say. But also, if they can't come Monday, like you said, you could schedule it another time. So I'll email you it all out. But basically, number one, set a goal for the number of faces you want to see this month. Okay? I would highly recommend picking 30, because then you get to get a dinner, for two, gift cards or dinner for two. And then also make sure you have a great hostess plan. Those of you in Pacesetters, we've talked a lot about having a great hostess plan, because the more faces she can bring to you, the more, faces that is towards your goal, right? So here's a suggested script that I will email out to you guys, but you guys can see it's very similar. Basically say, hey, Caitlin, it's Candace and Mary Kay. We're doing something very special this month, and I want you to be the first to hear about it. Do you have a quick minute?
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks. As you're probably aware, October is National Breast Cancer and Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and I'm contacting the most supportive women I know to ask them to join me this month when Party with a Purpose. I have a sponsor who's going to make a donation to the Mary Kay Foundation for every facial I do in October. Caitlin, our foundation has donated, Caitlin, that's what that says. Caitlin, our foundation has donated over $68 million to shelters and programs addressing domestic violence, as well as cancer research for cancers affecting women. I'm also very proud, here we go, it says it right here, it could have just kept reading. I'm very proud to tell you that 97 cents of every dollar goes to support these two causes. I have set a personal goal of giving 30 facials, and I was wondering if you could, if I could ask your help and borrow your face to help me with my goal. You'll receive a complimentary facial if you like a new look for the fall. And then you just go ahead and book it. So do you see how that can help you? And people tend to be more likely. And then, of course, you tell her she can bring her friends, all that stuff. Like, you guys know what to do. Okay, there you go. You guys know how to invite? You going to invite people? You invite people? Okay, let's pack the house with tons of guests and let's RSVP them. And it's going to be awesome. Okay? Okay. So that's next Monday and the following Monday, and we'll have JPEGs and stuff composed for you. Well, the one I print out will be JPEG. All right. The other thing, did we talk about this last week? I think I mentioned it really briefly about the little sachets to hand out breast cancer awareness. Okay, good. I'm glad we did. I'll just recap it really quickly. Here's the info. If you guys wanted it, I can send you. But those of you that weren't there, is all you do is use, I know what I forgot to print off. I was going to show you, actually, that's why I brought that. I have the little, I have the little pictures, and I don't know why I left it at home, but I have it's like a little label you print off, and I will email it all out. But you do what it says on there. You just grab a cotton ball, spray it with one of our favorite perfumes, and then you wrap it in tulle, and you can put your business card, and then there's this little label here. Let me see that real quick, because I wonder if it says on here what it says. Anyways, it just says, Like it's this little tiny label that you stick on there. It's just a cute little gift that you can carry in your purse and hand out to people. Like most of my girls, when they do this, they put it in a little Ziploc bag. And then when you run into someone, you say, so basically it's all right here. It says you put them all in a Ziploc bag. And then when you run into someone, you say, hi, I'm Candace with Mary Kay. In honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the Mary Kay Charitable Ash Foundation would like to remind you to do your monthly breast exam. Here's a sachet with our most popular fragrance. If you get a positive response, and you can follow up with when was the last time you got pampered for a Mary Kay facial. And then go in and get her name and number and tell her that you're going to donate $1 per face you see in October to help breast cancer research. You see that? Isn't that a cute way, just a fun little way to meet people? That you can hand those out all day long, and it's a very warm, inviting way to meet people. For those of us that get scared meeting people, which is a lot of people, I know not Leah, but everyone else gets nervous. That is that simple enough? You think you carry it around? Anybody? Yeah.
In this big bag?
What'd you say?
I said in this big bag? Oh, yeah.
There's room for it in there for sure. Yeah, like it's just a little Ziploc bag with little, like it's just a cotton ball with little sachets on it. So the other thing you can do in October, which you have to make sure to talk about, and I don't know if we talked about this last week, but did you guys talk about getting into restaurants and doing things with restaurants for breast cancer awareness?
Yes.
Yeah. Did anyone do that? Did anyone even ask a restaurant? Okay, you guys, this is very, very important. Good job. Good job, guys. Good job. You ask if you can do a customer appreciation and raise awareness for the Mary Kay Charitable Ash Foundation, which donates millions of dollars a year for breast cancer research. And when you throw in that, people, like a lot of times people tend to be 10 times more likely to help you. So you would do a same type of restaurant promo where you're standing out there, handing out flowers, and then you're also saying you're handing out information about the Mary Kay Charitable Foundation. That make sense?
Would you do a giveaway on top of that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I want to get their name and number.
Yeah.
So I would say, hey, welcome to the restaurant. I'm here honoring women with flowers. And then I'm just informing them a little bit about our Mary Kay Charitable Ash Foundation. And they say, Anne, we're doing a drawing for gift to the restaurant at Mary Kay. Would you like to enter? Yeah. You want to get her number back.
I
Right?
went and bought like a little clipboard.
So those are some of the things in October you can do for breast cancer awareness and domestic violence. Any questions about that? Let's start implementing them, right? Because the month will fly by before we know it. You got to ask, you can get in and everything and so on.
And I guess it kind of rings close to home for me, because I know a few of the women in our ministry actually are still battling and have also surpassed. So just kind of keeping that awareness. I'm glad you said something about the restaurants, because I did miss last Monday, and that would have been really vital to know, so I could put that in the announcements for a church service. So are there any stipulations that you are, I guess, against?
No.
Okay. Because I know that as far as when it comes to cancer awareness, the ministry would want to do something too. So that's kind of interesting that you told me that.
I don't think there's any rules. Not that I know. No, they'll take money. Any forms. Any forms. Okay, a couple other things before I get into our the other training is some of you want to plan ahead and think about Halloween. And so I have fun things to pass around. I'll email all these out. But I know last week some of you were talking about, I don't know, like trick or treats for the moms or something like that. Yeah. Well, I have this cute little thing already made up for you that you don't even have to worry about making. And it's a cute little ghost that says, I would like to treat your mother to a complimentary Mary Kay facial and teach her a few tricks with our glamour makeup too. Call me soon. Oh, thank you. So see, I don't have to think about it. But, and then I would put something on there. So when the kids come to your house and they're trick-or-treating, you have those ready to give to the kids to give to their mom. I would even add something on there, because that's kind of been around for a while, is maybe say something on the back or something like, text me for a gift. Or something, because if they want, because you don't have a way to get her number back, that you want to give her some incentive to contact you, and then you can give her whatever you want.
Did you see the holiday hangouts ones?
I saw some of it. I didn't see all of it.
I have them in the car if you want me to get them, but those are the ones that make those little trick or treat bags that I sent you a picture of. So they say if you call and book a facial, you get a free mascara. It's
good. Yeah. No, there's so many great ways, but you've got to really just get out there. And here's some other things too. Say same type of thing. Purchase small, like here's Halloween ideas. Purchase small cellophane bags with Halloween candy or business card sampler, and then do one of the coupons attached. And there's several women here that you could pick. So
and then you can dress up in costumes. Oh my God.
Yeah, like she took it here. Well, basically pass those out. I'll email all those out to you guys, but you would obviously print them off on cardstock. Really cute ideas. So basically, don't let October go by without doing something fun for your business. That make sense? Do you guys see questions on there? You guys just commenting? Okay. All right. Hi. Yes. Hi. But I haven't seen you guys in a while. Okay. All right. Anything else you want to add before I move on? No. She's it's all pretty good. Just gotta be sure to utilize it. That's the key. Just do it. I don't do these things for my health, just so you know. Yeah. See if there's anything else. Okay. Well, and getting into a restaurant, you guys, if you can get into a restaurant, I mean, I would start now because, you know, it takes a while to get a hold of the manager and get a hold of this and set up the time or this long thing. And so if you want to start now, getting a hold of them so that you can get in before the end of the month. But if, I don't know, it just depends on the restaurant. Usually big chains won't let you in. Not very, very rarely. I mean, unless, you get lucky, but usually not. Usually you want to go to smaller places, like a smaller Mexican restaurant or like steakhouses or mom and pop shops. You got it. They do. They totally do. Yeah, I think it's after November because I think it's in November because I think it's like Black Friday. Yeah. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to talk about tonight is how to best take care of your customers. Because here's the deal: is you can have a lot of us, myself included, until I got really good at this, is I'd meet with someone, I'd facial them, sell them products, and then never sell to them again, right? And if you want to build a strong, solid business where you have repeat clientele, where you have people coming back to you over and over and over again, how many of you feel like you're great at customer service, like you've mastered it?
Not mastered.
Yeah. Good. Well, not in Mary Kay yet because you're new, but customer service in general. Yes. That get this, the average woman is spending $1,300 a year on cosmetics. And if they're a Mary Kay customer, they're spending $600 in Mary Kay. Are you getting your $600 and wouldn't you like to get the entire $1,300? That they're now spending it elsewhere. That you've got to keep yourself in front of her so that she thinks about you first before she goes to Walgreens or before she walks into Sephora. And so there's things that you can do. And so I'm going to talk about a lot of ways to retain your customers so that you have customers for life, because it really does start with a relationship. You know, you build a relationship with her that day, and there's different things you can do to really help maintain that relationship. But the key is that you stay in touch with her. Now, you're going to have customers that want different things. So I have some of my customers who never want to talk to me, and that's fine. Like, they don't want to hear from me. But then I have people who want to tell me about their kids and their travel and their this and their that. And so you're going to have different things that you do differently with different customers. But there's a couple things you want to do. First of all, right after the appointment, we always do either 2 + 2 + 2 or 3 + 3 + 3. You get to choose whatever you want. 3 + 3 + 3 is very simple. So after I meet with her, I always say, okay, Caitlin, here's this product. I'm going to follow up with you in a few days and just make sure you're 100% happy with it. So I tell her that I'm going to be contacting her. So I'm not like I'm not contacting her for a sale. So I'm telling you, this is after I sell somebody something. Then I follow up with her 3 days after and just say it's a quick, a lot of times text or call. Hey, Caitlin, how you doing on the product? And then I tell her, okay, well, I'm going to contact you in a few weeks just to make sure you're still doing okay. And then 3 weeks later, I follow up with her. And then me personally, after that, I just follow up with them every 3 months. I put them on my preferred customer program, which that was one of the announcements that I posted on Facebook too, is the preferred customer program, the sign up, the deadline to sign up for it is on the 17th of this month. And for those of you that are new, the preferred customer program means that when the company comes out with a new catalog, what month is that? November? In November, they're going to send out a new catalog to your customers if you sign them up this month for it. So they'll get the new catalog, and it'll have a sample of whatever is new or whatever. And it costs like 70 cents each. If you were to go buy, the catalogs themselves cost 35 cents each. Then to mail it, then the sample would cost well over $1 if you did it yourself, plus the hassle. So it's just easier to do it and not have to worry about the hassle. So you want to sign your customers up by the 17th of this month. and they'll get the catalog sent in November. Does that make sense? So that's one of the simplest, easiest things you can do to provide good customer service. So I follow up with them. A few days afterwards, 2 to 3 days afterwards, 2 to 3 weeks afterwards, and then I just follow up with them every quarter. And they see the catalog, and I call, and I'll explain that in a minute. Okay, any questions on that, right? You guys got all that, right? A couple other things you can do to create good customer service and create good relationships is send a thank you card. Send a thank you card. Women love thank you cards. And yeah, men do too. Anybody likes a card in the mail, because what do you get in the mail these days? Just bills and junk. Yeah, and spam and newspapers, like nothing exciting, right? So people love being able to get a handwritten note. Every time I get a handwritten note, it's always the first thing I open. It's always the first thing I open. And so it's the same thing with your customers, and you could just have them already ready, like right there. Just a thank you card, and you make up something real quick, like, hey, Caitlin, I had such a great time with you. Hope you enjoy your products and have fun on your vacation to Hawaii or whatever. She, told me she was doing whatever. And so it's just that personal touch that is going to increase the odds of her coming back to you. That makes sense? Yeah. What other things can you do to make a personal touch?
So, as you know, one of my first purchases was with a man. And of course, a couple of the brothers after that ended up buying the cologne. So what I ended up doing was I kind of know their personalities, what they like with music and whatnot, or with like landscaping, stuff like that. So I just made them something simple. And just saw them to really know and just say, hey, thank you so much for your support and believing in my dream coming true with me. I look forward to continuing working with you. And then I made sure to, embrace them, give them that nice firm handshake. Like, I really do appreciate your investment. It means the world to me. Thank you. It just made it simple, but also take that characteristic from each, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's good. Well, and one thing that you can do with thank you cards, which makes a big difference, is, and this is important when you know your why and why you're working for your business. So, we've talked a lot before about knowing your why and knowing what motivates you and knowing why you're doing this, like the reason why you are holding appointments. And if you, on your thank you card, say something about, oh my gosh, thank you so much for your order. You are helping me pay for my kid to go to private school or something. They know that eye makeup remover makes a difference in your family's life. They will come back to you over and over and over again versus going to Walmart.
True.
But you've got to be willing to add that extra touch and say, thank you, I appreciate you. You're making a difference in my family's life. That's huge. And then the other thing that you can do to create good customer service is to offer sales or whatever promotions. Tell them about whatever new is coming out. Just let them know. And you're not bugging them. You have to get that out of your brain. You're not bugging them. You're just informing them. You're just telling them, hey, this is coming out new, and you said you wanted to reduce pore size, and this would help with that. And then I just wanted you to know about it. I'd love to have you give me your opinion of what you think about it. Does that make sense? Where your best interest is in them, and how can I help them with their skincare needs? And we have this new product coming out, and I think it'd be great for her that you call her and just tell her. Okay. Other things that I've done to create great customer service is I always offer a birthday. A birthday club where basically for the whole month of their birthday month, they get 10% off anything they want to order that month. So that's fun. You can send that out via email, or like you can have a little card that you actually send her a handwritten birthday card with a, hey, this is 10% off anything you want to order this month. Happy birthday. Little thing, I guess excited about that. I'm excited for your birthday. Oh, you did? Oh, literally just talked about that. Yeah, are you going to do it? You guys are going to do it, right?
I already did it. That's
Yeah.
why the sales came in this week. My birthday's actually next Saturday, so I told them, I was like, you can help me out with my birthday.
Good. Good. Yeah, you offer a sale for your own birthday. You offer a sale for whatever. You don't want to offer too many sales. I'm not saying that, but because then you're giving away all your profit. But those little things make them feel special. Number one, that you remember their birthday. But I send them a birthday at the beginning of the month. I have send out all the October people. Because I want, if their birthday month is October 1st or October 31st, that's why the thing, it says you get 10% off anything you order this month. Okay? So, you see a hand?
No.
Okay.
I'm just nodding.
You're just nodding. Okay. So you can do those. The other things you can do for good customer service is, of course, please tell me you're delivering the product as soon as possible. Those of you that have inventory, it's a great thing for customer service. I can't tell you, and I'm sure we've all heard horror stories of someone who's like, I went to a party and I bought something and didn't get it like 3 months later, right? Please don't be that person.
I have one girl that is not refusing to go with me, but she was one of my winners. And she's like, oh, I had such a bad experience with her. I was like, well, don't let one consultant. She's like, she promised me
stop
free
you.
stuff and I never got it. I was like, oh my God. So now I'm like trying to like, use it
Right,
back in.
right.
She's like, she's got that taste in her mouth now.
Right.
Once you have it,
No.
you're done.
Well, and that's why it's so important for us to be the best Mary Kay that you can. Because you may be the only experience of Mary Kay that they ever have. You know, you may be the only Mary Kay consultant they ever run into that you want it to be a good experience. And I do the same thing, Elizabeth. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'd love to make it right. I'd bribe them with whatever.
That's what
Like,
I told her. She's like, well, let me think about it.
yeah. But all you can do is just apologize and say, I'm sorry. That's not how we run.
Yeah.
You know, it's not how we do things. So.
And I did have a question, because this is something that I just actually recently ran into myself. I know that all my orders and everything, everybody got paid at a different portion of time, but I was instructed just to make sure I have one order so I don't have to worry about the taxes, shipping, and handling. To me, I'd rather bite the bullet and just go ahead and pay the taxes just to get the customers or stuff. Because from my understanding anyway is I'm pouring back into my business unilaterally anyway. So as far as pay, I didn't take my payout. I just put that towards my purchase, which I won't do every single one, but just for the first
Right.
portion of kind of building that expectation. But now from this point forward, that's kind of where I was asking questions earlier, is until I actually get to that monetary point of being able to actually purchase the products and keep them in my inventory, how do I kind of build that?
Order as fast as you can. Order as fast as you can.
Okay.
Yep. Order as fast as you can and try and get up to a full store as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I would definitely say that, having the inventory on hand, the customers love that. Customers, you will
Especially
keep your
now during the
customers.
holidays.
Oh my gosh,
You're
yeah.
gonna have people that are like, that are the procrastinators, and so having inventory, they may not have time to do, to wait for shipping or whatever. And then you're gonna have the ones that are like overachievers and they want to be done in November.
Mhm.
And so if you don't have inventory, you're like, okay, well, great, we have plenty of time, I'm gonna order. In their mind, they're like, no, like I need this now, I need to be done. Because coming in December, like they don't want to have anything to do shopping. So so definitely inventory is great. And if you can't, if you know that, it's fine, you can't do it, but just
Get
like
it
she
nice
said,
stuff
just
right away.
as much as you can.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, don't order like just for like a mascara, like a one night.
Oh, yeah, don't
No,
just order
that's
one
what
set. That
Yeah,
kills me.
that drives me nuts.
It's
Oh,
a huge
it kills
kit,
me.
and then of course all the clones. and
Right. Right.
Yeah, don't do that though. Don't order one item.
Yeah, no. And also good customer service is letting your customers know that we have holiday gift giving. A lot of people don't even think about, giving Mary Kay unless you tell them. Unless you tell them that that's your job, is to tell them, hey, I offer holiday gift giving stuff. And, we've been talking, those of you in the holiday hangouts, you can make cute little things. We're going to talk a lot more about it. But for now, you want to be prepping and getting your inventory built up. Maybe start making cute little things all wrapped up, all pretty, that you can have as quick gifts to give to people. Quick on the go gifts. And free gift wrapping and 100% satisfaction guarantee. It's pretty stinking awesome. Yeah.
I usually throw in a gift certificate in their thing. So let's say, especially with the husband, like with my husband, I'll say, you tell me what your price point is, and I will put something together. Usually if I already know their wife or whatever, and then I say, and as a bonus for shopping with me this holiday season, I'm throwing in a $20 gift certificate on top of what you purchased. It's only $10 for me, but then it's giving an extra. So in his mind, it's even more. It's a bonus.
Do you have like a minimum or is it just automatically?
Well, personally, and of course, it's
Yeah,
your business,
it's
whatever you want to
different,
do, but it's like a scale. So if he spends, however much they spend, so they're spending like $10, no, not so much.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it's like $100,
Yes.
then I'll throw it, and if it's like even more, like I'll do a scale basically.
Okay.
It's like whatever,
Yeah.
however much they spend, but because you're
Mhm.
getting it back anyway,
Yeah. So other things you can do to have good customer service are have a website. This time we have a website,
Yes.
Facebook page where you can keep your customers updated with the new stuff. You can sign your customers up for the e-news or beauty news or whatever, where you can send, they get a catalog monthly or whatever, the new things going on. Another thing too is whenever someone reorders, I put a lot of samples in their reorders.
Yes.
Samples of things they're not using. Like if they order skincare, then I'm gonna put samples of like perfumes or color. Something that if they're a color customer, I'm gonna put in samples of skincare and hand stuff, like side hand or something, because you want to build a customer base that's deep and wide. If we all like had the ideal customer base, it would be people using a lot of the products and then, a lot of customers using a lot of the products. That's when we say a deep and wide customer base, because most of us maybe have a couple customers using several things, but we probably have a lot of customers using a couple things, right? And imagine the difference that you could make in your profit and in your sales if all those people you had using a couple things just use 3 or 4 more things of Mary Kay. But that's your job to expose her to them, because a lot of people just don't know. They don't know we have body wash. They don't know we have perfume until you tell them, right? And it's your job to contact them and let them know. So you could also do another thing for great customer services. I have some girls who they literally will have quarterly hostesses or seasonal hostesses, where each quarter a girl will host a party for her and they'll try something new or whatever it is, or get exposure to different products. That's why you do the follow-up appointment game, you guys. And the follow-up appointment is because you want her exposed to different products. You want her trying different products, because the more products you can get her on, the better her skin's going to feel, but you're going to have that residual income too. Does that make sense? And so if you have not been great about it, I have scripts to help you, because I used to not be great about it. It's just about creating a system. It's about creating a system. And if you guys that are starting out do it on the front end, so much easier. So much easier. To follow up with them just a few days afterwards once they buy something, and then to follow up 3 weeks, and then after that, I just follow up quarterly when they get the catalog, okay? But if you've not been great, I'm going to share some basic info for you. Let's say you had 100 A-plus customer that was ordering $1,300 a year from you. Wouldn't that be nice, right? That'd be freaking awesome, because the average woman spends $1,300 a year on cosmetics. Now, why not? But it's our job to expose her so she's using more Mary Kay stuff and not buying body wash at the store and perfume at the store and can get it from you, because and the men's stuff. Like, it's your job to expose them, and the sun care. Like, a lot of people just don't know those things. They just think it's just makeup. No, that you're missing out on a huge market, that you can be tapping into. So it'll take a half-hour planning. It'll net you great results. Divide your customers up every month and determine who you're going to contact based off their preferences. Determine how many you'll contact each day to get through your customers, whatever. Determine how you're going to figure it out. Okay. Phone call here. There's just, it's less than 5 minutes. There's 5 points that she says to go over when you call these people. Check to see if they're having any problems or not using any products. Check to see if they've received brochure or mailing. Let them know about monthly specials. See if there's anything they need this time. Tell them about current class, facial, or opportunity. So those are things that you could talk to her about when you're calling her. So basically, you say, hey, Leah, do you have a minute? Mary Kay has done a study and informed us that the #1 complaint among customers is that they don't feel up to date on the new products. You guys know that is the #1 complaint. Before I go through this, the #1 complaint that we hear from our customers is they don't hear from us enough. And here we are over here sitting thinking that we're bugging them, and we don't want to be that annoying bug, and they're saying we don't hear from our consultant enough. If you were in front of her more often, she would buy from you more often a lot of the time.
You know how many people, when I talk to, I'm more chatter a lot, but when I find out they've got a consultant, I ask them if they've tried the new terminal rest of the new vitamin.
No.
The majority of them say, no.
What is that? Yeah, they don't know.
Because their consultant's not telling them that.
Exactly, and that's sad, and it's our job to tell them.
It's like, can I tell you what?
You're just like,
Right.
ask them, tell them to tell
Right.
you about it,
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many people I meet that tell me, oh, I had a Mary Kay consultant. Oh, what's her name? Oh, I haven't heard from her in forever.
Yes.
That you guys, if you don't contact your customers and they go elsewhere, shame on you. Like, I'm not saying that to make anyone feel bad. Of course, we don't want to steal anybody's thing, but it's our job to stay in touch with them. Not every day. I mean, not stalkerish. We're not saying that. Please let me be clear. But if you're contacting her enough, then she knows who you are, right? And she's going to go to you. I saw a hand over here.
So what do you say to them whenever they do tell you, hey, I already have a consultant, but I haven't heard from her forever?
Great question. Well, you ask questions. Like, basically, I say, how has it been a year? Has it been a couple years? If it's been more than a couple years, then she's usually free game. That's kind of what I've been told. If you haven't, and you guys need to know that if you haven't caught, I think a lot of you are in less than a year. But I know for myself, there's been people that I've totally dropped the ball, and we got together a long time ago, and I follow up with them, and they go elsewhere, and that's.
So you
Yeah.
pretty much
Just ask
try to
questions.
get your foot in the door.
Yeah, you just ask questions. Yeah.
What if you call them and they're like surprised that you called them? Like
They're gonna be surprised.
It seems like it's a bot.
Well, you say something like, hey, I'm trying, well, first of all, it's an attitude. So I would start with that. It starts with an attitude, and it also starts with setting that precedence from the beginning. My job when you meet with her is say, my job is to take care of you and take care of your skincare needs. And so I'm here to help you. So I will be calling you if you want me to about new things and just let you know, just inform you. So when you call them, you're calling them, let me have you ask your question because your hand's going to get tired, and then I'll finish my thing. And I saw it. I just didn't want you to. So hold on a second. So like the script says, I would like to contact you each month to let you know about what's new, monthly specials. And so basically okay, let me read the script. It said, the number one complaint that we hear from our customers is that they're not hearing from us enough. So you could just be honest and say, hey, I haven't done a good job of that. And so I am trying today. I'm starting being better at customer service. So I'm calling all my customers just to check in on them. And I'd like to contact you each month to let you know about what's new, monthly specials, and to make sure your products are working for you. It'll only be a 2-minute phone call. And you don't need to feel obligated to purchase anything. I just want to make sure you are getting A+ customer service and make it convenient for you to get the products you need. Does that sound okay? So you're asking for permission. Does that make sense? To call her? But I think the way to start that out is say, like I said earlier, like one of the number one complaints we see here is that they don't hear from their consultants enough. And I want to get better at that. So I'm starting today. And just ask. Yeah. But it starts with an attitude too.
So like when I'm following up with my clients, I'm not telling them certain things like I can't sell to you until I do this. But I got approached the other day by my sister who ran into somebody and my sister was like, oh, my sister sells Mary Kay. I was like, thank you, honey. But I guess they have a consultant, but their consultant's refusing to sell to them until they go DIQ. And they're like, I really need my stuff.
That makes no sense.
What do we do?
That makes no sense. Well, that's weird, but that is.
I was like, I don't want to touch that, but at the same time, like I feel bad that you don't have your products.
I would get her a product because that's weird. That's weird. But with the premise of I'm not trying to steal her, I'm just trying to help you.
Right.
I'm not trying to steal you, but that's weird. Yeah, that's really weird. Yeah.
Let me add something real quick too. I've had a couple actually, but one really recently. The lady said that she's frustrated with her consultant because she only ever hears from her when the consultant needs something.
Right.
Yeah. So when the consultant needs something, and it's usually a goal, it could be a prize or it could be a promotion or it could be whatever, but that's when the customer is hearing from her. That's wrong, right?
It's cheating the system.
It's like, we got to be better than that. That upset me because I'm like, that's there's no reason for that. I mean, it's not about us, right? We're supposed to be making it about them.
Mm-hmm.
So whether we need something or not, and we're always going to need something, right? Where there's always promotions, there's always something we need for our house, there's always something. So if we go in with that mindset that we're only going to contact them when we need something, well, we should always be contacting them, but we should never come across as because it's for me.
Yes.
I'm only contacting you because I need something. No.
What do you mean?
It's I'm contacting you because, I remember you said something about, you're frustrated because your lashes aren't growing. Well, I have something for that. Or, I just sold you $300 worth of stuff. How is that working out?
What's working?
What's not working?
Yeah.
And, so, I just want to throw that out there because that was frustrating.
No. It's so true. That customer service, if you're doing it right, you're not bugging them, you're helping them, and consistency is huge. And if you lack consistency, then just call them and say, apologize. I think that's the best thing to do is say, call and apologize.
And in my facials, if, some of you see my facials, one of the things that we say or that I say is that, of course, there's no obligation. You come and you two are recent. But that, this is about them. The whole point is about them and pampering. There's no obligation to buy. We're trying to just teach them and we're trying to show them what products we have. And, but they can't get this. We can't get us from a department store. You can't walk into Walmart or Macy's or any store and get us. You have to have a consultant. So with that, we have to make sure that we're available to them, but that we're not only available when when we need to be or when it's something for us. They have to come through us to get it. But you're not the only Mary Kay consultant out there.
Right.
So they will go somewhere else. And in my eyes, it's their right. If I was your customer and I feel like you're not doing me right, I'm going to go somewhere else a month, whether you have me a month or not, because I know that, I love the product. I'm not gonna not use the product, but I'm
So
gonna
you'll
get
find
it one
it.
way or another.
Yeah,
So we just need to take care of them better.
yeah, definitely take care of them, yes.
I had an actual encounter with one of the ladies from the church and I were talking about this. This is from a different church that came to visit ours. Their rep actually left. And I guess she's not doing the business anymore. So again, that kind of brought that question of, okay, how can I help, but not overstep a boundary? Because if she just left for now, but then she comes back, then you know what I'm saying? Like
She left.
Okay, because that's
She
why I was
left,
like,
she
well,
left,
this is her
yeah.
game.
Okay, here's the thing, is there's a lot of gray situations, and we don't need to go through each situation,
Right,
but
right.
basically, the whole point is that you're not actively like stealing from other people. You know what I mean? If someone comes to you and they're like, yeah, my consultant, I haven't heard from her in forever, that's fair game.
Okay.
But if you're like, oh, you have a consultant, don't buy from her, buy from me, that's
I'll
bad.
give you this much off.
That's
Or
what,
I'll
yeah.
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 Crazy.
Yeah. So anything that's gray, you can reach out to us, but usually, just go with your gut, and it's not like, oh, you're gonna get kicked out of America. You just want to be respectful of other consultants. We're all about the golden rule. Would you like if someone did that to you?
Right.
What would you do to other people? Do you want to be treated that way? So no, we don't want you actively chasing down other people's customers. There is plenty of fish in the sea. There's plenty of fish in the sea. And do you know, it's funny, people say, oh, are there lots of Mary Kay consultants in the area? And I would say the bigger complaint I hear in this area, and just in general, is I had a consultant, but she moved away, or she quit, or she whatever, and I fell in love with the product and I stopped using Mary Kay. Don't quit, people, because seriously, you'll be addicted, and then you leave them high and dry. Yeah, no, seriously, and so get that's it between your own two ears, you guys, that you're bugging them or whatever, because they want to hear from you. Okay. I know, it's so mean. I know.
Why would you even say something like
And
that?
when that happens, then people tend to get desperate and go online, and that's even worse. And that's why that is so bad and why our company does not tolerate that, is because there's no relationship. That's what Mary Kay wanted to be different from our company, is that you have a relationship. You have a consultant who knows you. You have somebody that, when they call for their cleanser, you tell them about their dog and their trip to this and that. And that's what she wanted. It's not like just going to Walmart and grabbing something, right? And so, but it's your job to establish that on the front end and set up systems now. Like I had a really simple system, because everything in my life is simple. And I just had like a little manila envelope or like a little, it was like an accordion file. That's what I'm talking about, accordion file. And it had dates 1 to 30, 31. So it had 1 to 31 on the days, and then it had the months in the back. So when I would meet with somebody and sell or something, I have a system that does this now. So now I have a system for that. But let's say I sold her a charcoal mask. And let's say I tell her when I meet with her, hey, here's your charcoal mask. I'm going to follow up with you in 3 days. Make sure you're loving it. Okay? Because after 3 days, she should have used it a couple times, maybe once. And she'll at least have experienced an issue. If it was an issue, then she would know. And then the 2 or 3 weeks later, she'll know if her skin has an issue or not, right? Or she should be seeing a significant result. So I tell her, I'm going to follow up with you in a few days and then a few weeks just to make sure you're loving it. It's part of my job to make sure you're 100% happy. So I tell her on the front end so that I'm not bugging her. So then I put it in my little, let's say we meet on the 1st, then I put your profile card in like the 4th. And those are the people I call on the 4th. And then I put it like 2 weeks back, so then I would do 4 plus 14 is what, the 18th or whatever. I'm going to call you again on the 18th. And then I put you in the month, so I knew I would call you every 3 months. Like, just find some simple system. It doesn't have to be crazy, but have some system. In fact, if you guys use MK Connect or My Customers,
Yes, that works.
oh my gosh, that will save your life right there. That is, I'm so jealous. Those of us have been a while, right, Frankie? We're like, oh my gosh. We used to do all this stuff. My Customers is phenomenal. You can literally have pop-ups that'll tell you, I'll follow up with this person. Then you can have all the reminders set up for you. You don't have to have an old school system like I did. So, yeah, customer service. Very, 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 very important. I saw a hand. Sorry.
So those people who don't make a purchase that they keep following up, how many times is enough of follow-up for them to never purchase?
Wait. Someone that makes a purchase and then what?
Never makes a purchase.
It's open-ended promissory, like they're
Oh,
review, but
I don't follow up with that.
Oh, you don't, you just kind of like let it go?
Let it go.
Okay.
Let it go.
That's
Let it
what
go. Let it
It's
go.
like a phantom. Chases
Yeah.
So it's kind of stick them from
Yeah.
somewhere else, kind of? That way
They
you're not-
go away.
It's kind of like you
They
going
go
to
away.
Walmart
Okay.
and just walking around and purchasing something.
Yeah.
Every day.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if you get the same courtesy of the follow-up, I guess?
No.
Walmart walk, I'm always fighting.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
over something.
Okay.
No, usually the balls only for people that buy from me.
Okay.
Unless they tell me, hey, I love this, contact me on payday, or unless they
Yeah.
tell me, hey, I love this, I just, stocked up on whatever and, put me on your mailing list or whatever. Someone like that maybe, but if someone doesn't buy anything that day, has no interest, no, they go in the back of the pile for cobwebs. Like they're
I'm sorry, I had to ask.
yeah, they're over there. So no, follow-up is usually just for the people that actually
Okay.
buy stuff.
Sorry,
Yeah.
stupid question.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Not really.
No, there's no dumb question.
It really isn't except
Dumb
for
question.
Because I've had people
That was my
that
burning question.
We go to marketing.
were glad when you call them.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna say that. Thank you, Frankie, for reminding me that most of the time, yeah, you may think that you may think you're bugging them, but so many times when you call a woman, hey, I just want to check in on you. So many times, I can't tell you how many times I've been like, oh my gosh, Candace, I'm so glad you called me. I've been meaning to call you. I need this and this and this. Okay, Mary Kay is not number one on their priority list. Okay, they are moms. They are their work. They are involved in this and that and this. Every time they use her something, they think, oh, I need to contact that Mary Kay lady, and they forget, right?
Yeah.
And so when you contact them, I can't tell you how many times that happens, Frankie. So thank you.
Yeah.
For reminding me.
Well, and I mean, I am the Mary Kay lady, and I have inventory downstairs in my office, and I run out of stuff, and I forget to tell myself I need to replace this. And so think about your customers, like she said, we're not number one priority in their life. They're busy, 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 and so they might have run out of something, and they might have meant to call you.
Well, even
And then-
6 months later, if you have to talk to them in 6 months, I have a stack of stuff that's like 6 months old,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and I will go back and contact them.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
You came across my mind the other day, and I
Yeah.
wanted to contact you.
Yeah.
Some people won't
Does anybody have any any specific questions for me or about anything?
Because I'm
No
like I'm
belonging?
saying, I'm still learning how the churn goes.
I can't hear her.
I'm still learning how the churn is going as far as my demographic and where I'm preferring to go with, because I know a lot of the ladies when Pam did the demonstration for the time wise, they fell in love instantly, but they were like, oh, what about the price? And just like I was talking to Sharice, kind of get an idea of how to script it better so that it actually solidifies. The problem I'm finding is even though the quality is there, it's like they're building up to kind of purchase it. Oh, it's expensive, which brings into question if I can do my own customized piecing for my own kit, as far as selecting just the certain products for them to try first and then add into it, because that's a part of forecasting as well and building the business. Is that a smarter choice, or do I just bombard them all at once with one kit because then they already have what they need? Because it's still a risk either way. They have everything they need, and then they already, all they need to do is replace it, maybe within the 2x2x2 follow-up.
Yeah.
Or do I start them off small so I'm not really biting my time with them, if that makes sense.
When you do the when you're doing your facials, are you're closing? I'm guessing with the set sheet and the roll bags. Yes, please say it.
Okay, so bad of me, because most of mine just purchased just because it's me. They've already had.
So you're not
experience.
using the little set sheet with the roll bags and stuff.
Not yet.
Okay,
I haven't
that's
had the
gonna be your key
opportunity
right there.
to.
Yeah.
But it's a setup.
So if you're doing facials, whether it's an appointment or not, it doesn't really matter. Whether it's your cousin or your brother or it doesn't
My
matter.
neighbors too.
Yeah, but the roll-up sheets are huge, because when you're promoting that, you're saying, and everybody, so who uses roll-up sheets? The backs, right? Yeah. Okay, so when you're, and I don't have one, but when you're showing it, we have all the sets that are laid down, and then on the side we have the actual roll-up, bags, queen bag, princess bag. But when you're, yes, let me borrow that real quick.
I was like, wait, I know that's something.
And so when we're going through it, you're going through each set. Ladies, when you're going through it, you're telling them what comes in the set, right?
Yes.
So when I'm going through after the facials, I'm telling them, the face, everything comes separate, right? They don't have to buy this way, and I make that very clear. But the reason their face, because they're, they're petting their face and they're so excited. Well, that's because they just use all of it.
Yeah.
They didn't just use one. And so you're kind of reminding them of that. Like, they're going to have great results with just the cleanser. Like, they're not going to feel what they feel right now. They're going to have great results with just the moisturizer, but they're not going to feel what they feel. And so I'm reminding them that the reason everything feels good, especially if you do color afterwards, the reason the color goes on so well is because they just use everything. So you're going through the set sheet and you're telling them, and then you're reminding them of what savings it is once you get over here. Who use payment plans? Payment plans are huge. Now you're not gonna say like, okay, and I offer a payment plan, so this is what I offer, because then that's automatic and they might do it when they didn't need to.
Right.
But if you're losing them. So Stephanie, if I'm saying, okay, great, and what would you like to take home today? And then you stop talking, right? Everything. And then she's like, well, honestly, I would love everything, but I just can't do that right now. And then I say, well, great, I'm in that boat too. Like I understand. What would you want though? Just tell me. And then you look at their little set sheet or their little profile card, and she's wrote every set down, right? And so you're like, well, you have a queen bag on here, as well as a little 99 bag. I would love to make that work for you. What we could piece that together, and I offer a payment plan. So when she's about to walk without anything is when I offer the payment plan. Turn them around like that every time. And then, but I'm telling you, this is huge because they're bundling and they're saving within that bundle.
Versus separately.
Yeah. Now I have a lot. Like set number 9 is a huge example. Like that comes with the toning lotion and the soothing eye gel. A lot of them will say, well, I don't need the toning lotion, but I really want the eye gel. And so, and then like they might, but they were contemplating over another set, but they didn't want to go crazy. Well, I'll say, okay, well, why don't you just not get that set? Let's throw the eye gel in separately, and then we'll throw in this other set because we want to customize it for you. So one, it kind of shows them that this isn't about the money necessarily. You're trying to customize it specifically for them, right?
Yes.
You're making it work for them, as well as, you're offering the roll-up bag for free, right? When they get the queen bag or the, now with the payment plan, though, this is up to everybody, it's your own business, but I do it as a layaway. I personally do not hand over $300 worth of product with a promise to pay.
No.
I recommend you do.
I got
don't
mine right
do
up
it.
front for that one.
Yeah.
I didn't even.
I also, this is another thing. If they, let's say you get a queen bag and we have your little payment plan out and we're all ready and you're going to get your first set tonight, you're going to do down payment. The only way you get a set is if it equals 1. So you can't put $20 down and expect a set.
Right.
Because what if I never see you again and that card gets closed? So the only way you'll get a set is if it equals close. So I had one girl that bought, she got a queen bag and the 99 all in one, just one girl. But she wanted to do a payment every week. So it was going to take a while. That was fine. So I told her with every 2 payments, she would get 1 set. Now I also don't give the free bag away until they at least equal that princess bag. So with the first set, you're not going to get your free bag, because then if you bail, you didn't technically earn that bag, So after the princess, now if you get 4 sets and you pay for 4 sets, then you'll get your queen bag or your little roll-up bag for free. Because because I actually have one right now. She never paid for the and so but she technically did 4 sets. So she paid for 5 sets. So she technically still would have gotten the free bag because she technically paid for the. Does that make sense? Like she technically paid for it already. So she never paid for the last set, but I'm not out any. She didn't pay for the set. She didn't get the set. I'm like, it's good, whatever. She didn't have the money, whatever. So, but we're a lot.
The general stuff.
That makes sense. But start using these, no matter who it is, no matter what it is. If it's a party, if it's a one-on-one, use these. These are huge. But then you're just making it clear that
if you do it,
you're not going to say, well, this is the only way it comes.
But if you do it slow,
there's no other way. I mean, you're making it clear that everything comes separately. We
but
just like to say
there's always a surplus.
Because these
the fruit especially is a surplus. Nobody.
And so, and time. And so,
but you take 2 or 3 of those.
The other thing I tell them is, if you're
that's why a lot of kids
down,
so what ended up happening?
I just begged them.
and she's like, well, eventually I'll get them all, but I'm just going to piece it together.
My
Yeah, that's
biggest
fine.
thing I tell her is, well,
Yeah.
that's great, and I understand that, but
Yeah,
I
just do
just
it
want to
quickly.
save you money. I would hate for you to spread this out
They
and
always have
eventually get
surplus.
everything, and then you're gonna end up spending more
Yeah.
when we can just do
It's
it all
not
right
like-
now, and I'll just
yeah.
go ahead and do a payment plan for
Okay,
you.
another question.
And then that way you're getting
There was a
everything that
lady
you want at a discount
there who
and
walks the
saving
kids
money and time. And then
Yeah, don't
gonna
listen to
do
her
it.
either.
from
And
kindergarten.
I also throw out,
Yeah,
say,
don't
Stephanie,
listen to
what
her
we can
either.
do
She's saying
is
it.
why don't you prioritize?
I was just
Which
curious,
steps
like,
do you
She
want to
lines
order?
them up.
she lines
You
them
can
up. So,
pick.
like, those are like,
That
if
way,
Leave them alone.
leave them alone there.
She
yeah,
will.
somebody
So
somebody
Yeah.
you can
unmuted
do that.
themselves.
Yeah.
It's like the parents got to go to work.
Yeah.
Now, does she know all the kindergartners or?
May I ask?
or is
Yes,
it
go
that
ahead.
such a
So
deal?
what I was thinking of is that person who, not doing a facial, you're not doing a one-on-one, somebody, maybe you run it, somebody, all of the other activities that we do, and somebody comes up, oh, I need this.
Or some parents who can't.
Do you still use a setup, do you still use a roll-up sheet in those cases when it's somebody, like, say, from your bowling league that wants to order something? Do you still use it?
No, I just came up and said, oh, I want to make a
No,
remover, I
because-
want this color for
Yeah,
the
because
match.
if they're coming to you wanting something, they already know what's on their mind.
Right.
Okay.
Now, I might say, okay, awesome, Caitlin, I will get your oil-free eye makeup remover and your foundation to you ASAP. Is there anything else I can throw in there for you right now?
Right.
You know, I'm gonna make sure that that's it. But no, I mean, if you're coming up to me and saying, I want oil-free eye makeup remover, and I go, okay, what set do you want? Like, you're gonna be like,
That's what I thought you were
I
saying.
wanted one
To
thing.
use it like even
No, I'm saying facials,
facials or.
parties, or a facial. Like, if she goes to one person and is doing the whole facial, then yes.
Sorry, I got
That's the
But-
expectation is for a body versus just.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to.
I see you, Becky.
You said that right now you're selling to people that you know or like family or whatever that's supporting you.
They're actually the ministry family that we have here. So a lot of the women in ministry, their husbands are either kind of picked at them to find out what they like, or actually have been in the event with them. So that's how I got introduced, and they already knew what they wanted. They just kept it in mind, so I followed up and kept following up, and I follow up every Sunday, all services, on every Wednesday, Saturdays at pantry, I follow up then, and then even with prepping and cleaning, we charge other people that come in. I share it all the time, and I'm asking all, the questions, hey, you got clear proof, or you need this, or you need that. Well, what is it exactly that you're looking for when it comes to the overall effects? What are you expecting?
And that's good.
Because the quality is here. I just need to know what your voice is trying to tell me.
Well, and that's good too, because if they're buying something, so I gotta try to give an example. If they're buying like the microderm, or no, they're buying the moisturizer thinking it's gonna be the microderm. That's a really dumb example. That's all I can think of. If they're not educated on what the products do, and they're buying something, and let's say they're not satisfied with it, they like the moisturizer, it's moisturizing, but in their mind it was gonna microderm. Well, of course it's not gonna microderm, that's not what it is. So you gotta make sure that they know what they're getting and why they're getting it,
Right.
So, what is it that you're wanting with the microderm to do? And then if she's like, well, I just need some more moisture, you're gonna be like, awesome, then let's get the moisturizer. We don't want a microderm because that's not necessarily the moisturizer. You gotta make sure that, I kind of ask, if at the facial, when they're ordering stuff that we just did and we talked about, you pretty much know that they probably know. But if they get something that you've never demoed or something before, just make sure that they know what they're getting. Because sometimes they think they know and they don't really know. But yes, Becky, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I just wanted to say for the new consultants in the room, unless you have $1,200 in the product, don't do a payment plan.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm close, but I'm not there.
And
just yet.
also, if you have a customer that really just can't afford it, postage.
Mm-hmm.
You offer them a postage plan, get them
Yes.
to bring you people and offer them, that product. If they really want that product, they will bring you people in
Yeah.
order to get it.
And that's a really good point. So yes, the inventory is huge. Like if you don't have any inventory and you're offering a payment plan, how are you going to do that? You got to think about that. But I have a lady that, my office in Village Inn is a waitress. And so I showed her all the new fall products and she loves the new color eye palette. And so she really wanted them. She's like, okay, well, I'm going to save up tips and blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, how about you get them for free? And she's like, really? I'll give you free buy it. I'm like, no, you're going to earn it. And she's like, well, how? And I said, I'm going to give you two options. You're either going to do a party, we're going to do an actual party, or I'm going to send you with like a little packet and you're just going to go sell. And then you're going to come up with this little plan. Well, she picked the selling, not the party, which actually worked out for me because
kind of busy. So
That's awesome though.
she's literally out selling for me, which is giving me what? Profits and new customers because they're going to be mine because she thinks she can't be a consultant. She doesn't think she can do it. So it's also showing her
that she can do
that
it.
she can do it.
Nice.
It's an impossible.
So she's earning her product for free, and she's turned in like $150 in 2 days.
Wow.
So she's got her pallets, and I went, "That's awesome. So you want your pallets?" And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "That was really easy." And I'm like, "I know." She goes, "Shit." And I was like, "We'll be talking." And she's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "I told you." That's a whole other thing. But it really does. It opens their eyes because if they have it in their head that they can't do it, that's fine. I backed off. That's fine. You can be my customer, and I'm going to send you out in the world, and you're going to earn your products. But you just proved yourself, not me. I knew you could do it. You just proved yourself.
I have two
So
that
that's-
are like that right now.
yeah.
I'm really just like, okay, we're gonna get this together.
Mhm.
You have as many kids as I have, and I know there's no
Yeah.
excuse because I see you as much in ministry as you see
Yep.
me. So
And disclaimer, she may still not do it, and that's fine. But it was just kind of a funny, like, aha moment for her. Like, yeah, I mean, I was like, well, you just did it. You didn't even think about it because you had those eyeshadows on your mind. You wanted those eyeshadows. Yeah. So, yeah. But make sure we get back to whoever those are, please. So yeah, but make sure that the closing is, I think, is huge. Just make sure you're closing and you're asking the questions, and don't be afraid to close and ask. That's big.
Well, that's what I was gonna say is even if you know them and so you feel uncomfortable closing with them, tell them it's practice. Say,
Yeah.
hey, I'm brand new at this, so I'm just gonna practice on you if you don't mind, and
Mhm.
bring that out and show it with them, share it with them, and then they're gonna fall in love with it anyway.
and the closing is never really an issue for me, is just because I know what the quality of the product does. It's more so of catching the timing, if that makes sense, because everybody gets paid at different spurts. So I multiple jobs. So
Oh,
what I
yeah.
do is I get the pre-authorization and then just let them know, hey, I'm running it on this day so we can get everything shipped so everybody can get their stuff. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
If you're okay with that, here's a written receipt. I'll send you an email confirmation, all that fun stuff, and just go from there.
Yep. All right. Any more? We're gonna do our closing
Can I
statement.
say something?
Yes.
I was gonna say, off of what you first said, is do the whole thing no matter what, because you never want to prejudge your customers.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't know, and I made that
No
mistake.
prejudgment.
Yeah,
No
no. You go
prejudgment,
in
you never
thinking
know.
that person, I know they can't afford it, but you never really know
Yeah.
what they
You
can
can
do.
have a woman that you think is willing to drop or able to drop hundreds and may not buy a single thing. And then you have a woman walk in that may have won like a contest or something and who may look like she can't afford anything and she might drop hundreds. You know, you just never know.
That's how my
Never
male
know.
customer was. He actually has the expectation for Christmas to get the bigger kit, the first initial kit. That's what he wanted to
Yeah.
get his significant other. She said, well, I'm only using this and this. But there's the catch about knowing how to forecast the right way and how
Yeah.
to follow up, because I know holidays are funny.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
that whole kit is going to come into fruition at that point, and then she won't have to do anything for
Exactly.
quite some time.
Exactly. All right. Any other questions? Any other statements? Any other comments? Anything? Okay. Let's do our empowering statement.
Hands.
Okay, I'll sit down. Oh, hey, I wanted to. Been here for too long. All right, ladies, I want to hear you, okay? Everybody ready? I am great.
I am great.
I am wonderful.
I am wonderful.
I am a woman of excellence.
I am a woman of excellence.
I am a superstar.
I am a superstar.
One more time. I am a superstar.
I am a superstar.
There we go. I will let nobody push my buttons.
I will let nobody push my buttons.
I will let nobody rain on my parade.
I will let nobody rain on my parade.
I will go over.
I will go over.
I will go under.
I will go under.
I will go around.
I will go around.
I will go straight through.
I will go straight through.
Any obstacle that comes my way.
Any obstacle that comes my way.
Because I am highly motivated.
Because I am highly motivated.
Truly dedicated.
Truly dedicated.
And I am a future free car driver in the making.
And I am a future free